Hello, beautiful souls. Zan here. Thank you so much for joining me here on Galactic Love Tarot, a love channel that is not your typical love channel, as I do focus on self love and healing past heartbreaks. And, if you're looking for the Will My Ex Return Unicorns and Rainbows reading, um, yeah, this isn't the channel for you. Um, and no offense, I know I'm not everybody's cup of tea. Um, and I'm not here for a competition. I am here to merely read what the cards tell me and relay those messages to you in hopes that you can find self-love so you can truly open the doors for true love to come into your life. So that being said, let's see what Spirit has for Taurus for this singles love reading. What do you have for all the beautiful Taurus out there? So this is a general reading, so do take what applies. Thank you so much. And discard what doesn't. So yeah, we have base chakra or the root chakra. So that could be an area of healing that many of you Taurus need to work on. Unfortunately, there are some out there who have had sexual trauma, either as a child or as an adult. And the root chakra would really need to be healed for women, even though it's the root. Womb healing would really help, even though that's more focused on the sacral. But in sexual trauma, the root and the sacral do go hand in hand. So that could be something for some of you to consider. Now, those who have not had any type of sexual trauma, the root chakra is really, well, like the card says, the base. It's like the foundation within the body. There's other chakras that hold us even more grounded, but this one tends to get very neglected, myself included. I do tend to neglect the lower chakras and focus more on the upper ones. But yeah, really working on keeping this in balance. It just sets you in a place of more confidence in that love journey. As you do proceed to find your person. And you do stay more grounded rather than becoming flighty and lost in fantasy or even overzealous expectations. So let's pull some cards for root chakra. What do you have for Taurus? All those on their love journey, trying to find that perfect person. Yes, perfect, even though nobody is perfect, but they will be perfect for you. What do you have for Taurus? 3 cards, please. Thank you so much. The Lovers. Yes. Okay. So we got a bunch more. Let's see. Okay, I can do a 3 and a 3. So we have the Lovers, King of Swords, and the Empress. Yes, okay. And the Empress really goes with the root chakra as well, in balancing out. So with the King of Swords, really give yourself that chance to go deep into some of that healing being honest with yourself anywhere in the past where you may have trauma, not necessarily sexual trauma, um, although that does need to really be addressed in those who do have sexual trauma. You may want to consider um, professional counseling to help you really heal from that. Um, because what I'm getting is you want to be able to have that true intimacy with the person that comes into your life that the universe brings to you. You don't want any barriers blocking um, that intimacy when the relationship does get to that point. You want to be able to feel free and um, be comfortable in exploring each other's bodies. Um, so yeah, do give yourself that honest look. Even those who don't have sexual trauma, y- we most of us um, do have those past relationships that just were not good, and we need to let that go so we can really give each person that we encounter a fair chance, um, as well as ourselves. Because yes, that soulmate is that divine partner is coming to you, Taurus. There's just some work on your end that would need to be addressed and really balancing out the divine feminine, male and female, here, and just really taking that self care, allowing yourself to um, pamper yourself, um, and getting grounded um, with mother. Now, with the lovers, yes, the card has seahorses who do mate for life. So this is that divine counterpart that you've been looking for, um, or even trying to manifest. Really taking a serious consideration in balancing out the root chakra and um, really all of them, at least the seven, um, will really allow your light to shine out, and you'll be attracting more than just your divine counterpart. You'll be attracting others. So you will need to use your discernment and really have that groundedness, um, and confidence in yourself that you know you are picking that right person. Do it this way. Yeah, because then we have the Queen of Wands, Three of Cups, and the Chariot. Yeah. Okay. Those with sexual trauma. You really, really consider healing that part of you, healing that. Now, that doesn't mean you forgive who hurt you. It is for you releasing that pain and releasing that trauma and all the shame and the guilt and everything that came with it. You are not the one who um, it is the you're the victim here. You're not the one who caused the trauma, who caused the pain, and there is no need to feel guilt or shame. Um, it's nothing that you did. It's all on them. So if you can really let that go and release it, it will not be a third party in your relationship. Now, once you do get past um, the trauma and really healing and turning all that pain into self-love and self-care, you will have opportunity to celebrate your beautiful self and um, overcoming this horrific incident or incidents that have happened in your life. But do take care of yourself first. Um, because yes, that person will enter your life, and there will be a lot of celebrating, a lot of happiness. Um, and those without sexual trauma, just healing the past and healing the hurts, will give you this celebration as well. Queen of Wands, yes, this is you owning it, knowing you have overcome, you have that self love, you are balanced, and you are grounded, and you are just ready for that passion to come into your life. And you will meet it, and it will be fast, and it will be successful. And as you grow into this union with your person, they're bringing my attention to the sun in this card. So, yes, referring to the sun card of having that happiness and that groundedness and really connecting to the inner child and letting it out freely and building that life that you've always dreamt of for yourself and making it a reality with this person. And they will give that equal effort into it. There is not going to be you overgiving and them just kind of meh, whatever. And they're telling me this for this reading. This card is representing the divine masculine and the divine feminine, with the care that goes into each other. This horse has more of a protective air to it, and the divine feminine horse is just at peace, and she knows what she has, or whoever identifies as the divine feminine. And it's just that balance and really that that love and caring and nurturing for each other. So yeah, Taurus, a bit of a difficult message to relay, as I know sexual trauma is a sensitive topic, but one that needs to be addressed because it's just brushed under the carpet so many times. What more do you have for Taurus from this deck to maybe provide some guidance on their love journey, their healing, healing the past, balancing out that root chakra? What more for Taurus? No, not yet, nothing. Okay, kind of a lot. Now, some of these cards read like twin flame. It's not a twin flame reading, so we'll just kind of take it as it applies. So we have Dark Night. They're experiencing massive upheaval to help them align with new levels of love with themselves and the connection. Yeah, and that's like what you're going through as well, Taurus, doing the past trauma healing and connecting to self, really finding that self love to open the doors. And the more you heal yourself, you kind of, especially if you're connected to this divine counterpart, you kind of push them into healing too. And yes, that does sound very twin flamish, but it works with the soulmates as well. Excuse me. Now we have power couple. They see that both of you have an equal exchange of power, which can make you unstoppable as a couple. Yes, they have the chariot, and they do look like they could be on a chariot themselves. So yes, just reiterating what the cards said previously, that this is exactly how you and this divine counterpart will be as a couple. We have boundaries. They love that you set strong boundaries for yourself and walk away from those who don't respect them, including them. Yes. And you want to make sure you do have boundaries up, um, especially while you start dating. Like if you've been out of the scene for a while and you're getting back in there, maybe dating apps, if that's your thing. I personally don't like them. Um, but a lot of people have success on those apps or those sites. So, I don't discount it. It's just not for me. And really giving yourself um, that chance of finding your person, um, of allowing the universe to bring that person to you. And yeah, this card is very fairy tale ish, but this is not going to be a fairy tale. It will be the real deal. But you do want to have your boundaries up to make sure that they know where you stand and how much you're willing to give and how much you're willing to take. At last, they don't want to give up now when you've come this far because it will all be worth it in the end. Yes, once you do encounter each other, you're just going to know this is it. Finally, all that hard work you put into yourself paying off because you found that divine counterpart. And you're just going to make that life together. Having gone through all the difficult healing and letting go of that pain and that trauma and opening your heart space for this love to really come in to your life. And the last card we have is music. Music brings them closer to you. Certain songs remind them of just how special your connection was to them. Yeah, your favorite songs may be the same song or your favorite band. It's just going to be that type of connection where there's so many similarities, yet you keep your individuality. So, there may be a song that you always thought of having at your wedding, and they may have thought the same thing as I am seeing. Not quite hearing anything, but just knowing it's the same song. But I am seeing the bride walk down the aisle to the groom, um, and just knowing it's that song that you both envisioned. Um, Getting married to. So very beautiful Taurus. I can get them all on the table. So yeah, let's pull from this deck. What more do you have for all the Taurus who are on their love journey? Any further advice? Maybe a possible outcome? Thank you so much. We have the sun. So yes, thank you so much. All right, so the sun, the Two of Cups, and the Seven of Wands. So yes, definitely a divine counterpart coming to you, Taurus, to bring that fulfillment, that life that you've always dreamed of having that you maybe didn't think was possible for you, especially before addressing any trauma and healing that needed to be done, before aligning those chakras and um, really balancing out yourself and grounding with mother. So yes, it may have felt like a battle, of going through the whole process. And yes, healing is hard, especially those who have had sexual trauma. That is pain that is like no other. Um, so, but you have overcome, and just in times of uncertainty or even doubt, um, as memories surface, because they always will, remind yourself you are a warrior and you have overcome and you have defeated those demons and you have transmuted all that pain into love for yourself, which you can freely give to your partner. Yeah, I'm just getting divinely guided with the Two of Cups. Definitely a divine counterpart coming your way, mainly because of the work you put into yourself and really taking care of the trauma and finding that self love. For you were able to give yourself that cup of love and opening it up the doors to give it to this divine counterpart. And yes, the sun, growing old together. There's two children on the card, but I get growing old together. It's like that song from the Wedding Singer. I want to grow old with you. That is what is in your forecast, Taurus. Just love blossoming the more you grow in union and the more you build on this relationship. And for those who are wanting family, having that family, that, excuse me, that strong family foundation that is just going to touch so many people, seeing how you guys are as a couple and then your children. But those who do not have children, just seeing you together as a couple, um, do be careful with people who are envious. Um, put up protections around your union, because there are a lot of people out there who do not want others to be happy, especially when they are so miserable themselves. Because, Taurus, it is all coming for you, and you will have um, that beautiful union. You have the lovers, and you have the Two of Cups, and you have the sun. So these are cards you couldn't want any other cards in a love reading, even though this isn't a typical love reading. So yes, Taurus, sending out so much love to those of you who really need a lot of healing from past trauma. But you will get over the pain and find a way to transmute it to self-love, and you'll just see how things turn around for you. So with that, I will end it there, and I'll see you all next time.